Hey guys, it's Ray here one more time, and I've got another very special guest today who's going to talk about something that I know many of you are really going to love. I know most of you that watch these, you deal with local businesses, and that's what we're going to be talking about is how to get leads, not for the local businesses, but leads for you to be able to help the local businesses, and that's what we all want. And when you see this, I think you're going to be really excited. The product itself is called Leadsensationz with a Z, and it's coming out this Friday. And so my guest for this, if you haven't guessed yet, if you don't know, well, let's end the surprise right now. We got the one and only Han Fan with us. Han, how is it going?
This way, yes, this way.
Yes, there you go.
I'm trying to fit in your little tiny boxes here.
Not for long. We'll go full screen to you in a second when you start talking anyway.
I'm doing great. It is also always great to be on your show.
Great. Yeah, so let me ask you this now. You got this new program called Leadsensationz, and the first thing that people are going to see with this program is that it finds local leads, but that's not really what it's about. There's a million programs that you can put in a dentist in a town and it'll bring up leads, but this is a little bit different, and I want you to explain why it's different and exactly why you came up with this particular program, because I think it's really interesting.
Okay, so I have a list, you have lists, we all have followers, and so the number one thing when it comes to why I built this software is, number one, I see a huge opportunities for the local business market than ever before, because right now you literally does not have to explain to a local business from smallest to the Fortune 500 company why they need to be online. So it's going to be much easier to actually sell your social media service, video service, SEO service. You guys get it, to those clients, because they know if they don't do this, it's a do or die moment. Because if they continue using their traditional marketing, they're not going to have any customer come to their door anymore. It just become very ineffective. That's why newspaper agency closed down. That's why people throw away yellow pages, and yellow page become an app now for a reason, So they know all that right now because they've seen the competition. What they do, the ones that do very well are marketing online, right? So whether to Facebook ads, whether to video marketing. So number one, there's a huge trend that's been captured, and that is the reason why, people like Ty Lopez is offering that social media program, costs like $1,000 training.
Yep.
Go through all how you set up your own stuff. You see probably on YouTube ads a lot, especially on his Snapchats, all that great stuff. So when that happens, you instantly know, hey, if I just know a little bit about internet marketing, whether being email marketing, Facebook ads marketing, writing videos, making videos, whatever the skill you have, a lot of those small businesses really need your help. Let's face it, there are professional and expert in their fields. For example, a plumber is going to be expert in fixing your plumbing stuff, right? But they're never good at marketing, right? So they just know, hey, this is what my father did before. Let's go the traditional way of marketing, which is what, put on yellow pages, put on television, in radio station, and we all know those are become obsolete, becomes ineffective, right? And so they all turn to online marketing, which is a brand new area to them. They are not expert at it, and they'd rather have somebody like you who's watching this taking care for them, right? So they're willing to pay monthly and month out. So literally, if you can hypothetically find a way to closing in the first time around, you're gonna have a very nice chunk of the money come to you every single month. And some of the stuff that we see in internet marketing, we see $500, it's very expensive. But to a local business, they used to paying 5 figures just for a video, $10,000. I'm sure, Ray, you know all about it because you've been in that industry for a long time. Now we can offer exactly the same quality video for much less, like $1,000, which is a lot of money to a lot of people who are watching this, but to a local marketers, it's huge money saving for them, right? I mean, you're saving $9,000 right there instantly. So as you can see, it's a win. You're helping the small business get the words out, get more clients, get more leads, helping them solving video issue, helping them solve page loading issue, helping them get a better design for their websites. So that's number one reason. Number one reason is there's a huge opportunity, and I don't know why a lot of people not go grabbing it. I mean, the local, by all means, local agency is not a new thing. It's always been around. But I just think the opportunity got switten up as the age grows up, because people know you're gonna make more sales online now than this versus a local retail store, right? So the people get it now. Before 3, 4, 5 years ago, you had to go in to talk to those owners like, what the heck is internet? Why do I need to be on there? You know, that's the truth, right?
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure you face a lot of objections, and now it's like, oh, come help me, come help me. So what do? All you gotta say is literally walk in and say, hey, I do social media agency, I do videos for small business just like you. They say, oh, I'm interested. How does this work? And I just felt that this is a great opportunity for everybody who want to get it online, either make some extra cash or build a real business out of it. It's a true potential there. So then I kind of dig into it. What is the number one problem for people to have when it gets to local marketing? Well, I think most internet marketers get online for a reason is they don't like to talk to people. They don't like that cold calling, that fear of a cold calling, a fear of knocking doors, just kind of selling your servers. It's stopping a lot of people to get into this industry, a very profitable piece of pie that a lot of people don't get into. So I'm saying, so how do we solve this? So I met my partner, Nanku. He's all the way in India, but he's telling me I'm able to closing client in the USA. Say, man, how did you do that? You can't even physically meet them, and have a meeting about it. You can't even call them on a real phone to close this people. How did you do? And you barely speak English. so how did you do that? You got something here. So he was showing off his system where he found out what the problem is with the client, whether the page is not loading fast enough, whether they don't have video presence, whether they just don't know how to do social media marketing. Maybe they don't even have an Instagram page by now. Maybe they don't even have Facebook page by now. Then they approach them, giving them a report, says, hey, here's a problem with your marketing online problem here right now. And he instantly emailed them. And by the time the clients that's kind of contact them back, whether to email, whether to actually call him with a Skype, that is no longer closing a hot cold lead. Now it's a warm and hot leads that you're talking to right now, because they're interesting at what you have to offer to help them solve Facebook presence problem, how to run the Instagram account for them, and for your people following, how to do the video for them. Some of them, if you go to my software, you look into this, there's a lot of people who don't even have a single YouTube video up there. So to me, that's a huge opportunity. And now if they do have YouTube video up there, it's really not that quality, and they're not getting enough views, and you can't really find them by the keywords as well. So there's a lot of potential and help that we can do here as marketers for this local clients who want to bring their business online. So he was doing all this manually, and he have teams in India and kind of mining all these people out. So I was just talking to him, hey, can you automate this, turn that into a software where we can share with all the internet marketing in this community, so they too can go after the business. I mean, I think Ty Lopez said there are 19 billion business out there in the world that need your help. So there's no way that either I or my partner can capture all of them. So this is never going to be saturated market, because with this software you don't have to work with the people just near you. Although if you want to, we do have a radius. If you want to work in a local sphere, you can do that. But you can also work across seas, cross over countries. There's a lot of opportunity out there for people to dig. So what the software does is you log into, first of all, I really dig the laptop lifestyle, because I went on a trip, I think a couple of months ago to LA, attend a very special event. I was working off my laptop. So a number one thing I asked him to do, I really don't want to put on my desktop right now, because I have a Mac, and the software is going to be Windows, and I got to kind of fiddle with it. So can you put in a cloud base? So anybody that can just have a browser or decent internet connection that can actually using this software, I think Ray's pulling this up right now. Yes, and with so it's 100% cloud based, so you can literally work off this anywhere in the world. And you just type your niche, plumber, dentist, DJ, whoever you want to work with, and you select the we have two options. You can use the Google API or the Ping API. Then you select the radius, the area you want to kind of search for. Then you hit a little search and then go to out there mining out all the business in that niche. And but also, what makes my software different and our software different is it actually tells you what kind of problem I have. It shows you, hey, do they have Facebook even? Do they have website even? Is this WordPress site? Is this responsive? Is this Instagram? Do they have Instagram account? Do they have Twitter account? So with a couple click of a button, you instantly know what kind of things you can do for this business. Now, once you find the business you want to working with, you have also a one-click button. You can blast the email to those specific customers, send them a email swipe. Now, if you pick up the pro version of this, you can actually we have a customized, already tested and proven email swipe for different scenarios. For example, if they don't have WordPress site, we have a swipe for that. If they need video helps, we have a different swipes for that. And so the list just going on and on. So what we want to accomplish here, the biggest goal we want to accomplish here is no more cold calling, right? So you only have so many hours in a day to make phone calls, right? So you want to talk to the people that want your help. You know, it's kind of waste of time to talk to those cold leads that, number one, they don't even know they have problems, right? Number two is that they just not interested. So once you send this customized report, so in the software, you are going to actually you can track when they open the report, how long they have reviewed the report. Did they click that call to action button, which is we ask them to you to direct to your personal page so they know how to contact you. So based on the stats that we are tracking, when they open, how long they open, how much report they have read, we can determine whether this is a hot lead. Like, for example, people who has read the entire web analysis report, they're more likely to know, hey, this is the problem, I need to fix it, right? So we call those leads are hot prospects. That means they're most likely to close. Now, somebody just open it and immediately close it, probably read just the top part of the report, they're not going to be that interested. Now, somebody has read midway and took some time on it, that's going to become the warm lead. So, and we have categorized this leads inside our software, so you know who to call and when to call this leads back to follow up to say, you know what, I sent you an awesome report and you have this problem, be happy to help you with, to the hot leads first, then to the warm leads, and completely, you should definitely skip the cold leads. In fact, because the amount of leads you can mining out of the software, I wouldn't even waste time with the cold leads because they just didn't even show any interest, right? So why waste your time on that? So with a couple click of a button, you can pull up more leads and more leads until you close a client. So the idea is send the emails to all this business with their customized report and tell them, hey, I can help you with this. If you're interested, call me back. So by the time they contact you, to emails, to maybe a phone call with a Skype, whatever it is, you are talking to somebody who's willing to buy your servers.
Nice.
Does that kind of describe everything? I mean, it's a really, really simple concept, but it's very, very powerful.
Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, to me, that's just kind of the beginning of it all, too. Because once you've got this in here, and it's still loading the results here, so it'll take just a second because I loaded more. But the exciting thing about this is not even so much just knowing the leads, which, you know, is a great thing to have, obviously, but this is what's exciting here, folks. Generate website analysis. Tell us about that.
So this is this is what I'm talking about, the customer report. Once you click that button, it does take a while because it's putting all the information to customize the report. So on the top of that, you say call to action. So it will be something you can rename that to contact us now. Then drop a website link of your own website, leave your, if you have got testimonial, leave it on that page. And definitely, if you want to call you back, leave your phone number, leave your email addresses. And once you click generating a report, you're going to see your own logos in there, and you're going to see entire report tells them how their website performance, like what Ray is showing you here, how fast the websites are loading, how are the SEO. I mean, we went into a lot of in-depth details to analyze their websites, rather or not they're in good position places. So once you send a report like this to them, they can say, number one, it sets you up apart from a competition, because your competition pretty much is calling out of code and email them out of code. They haven't really studied the websites, and haven't even studied what kind of marketing thing you guys doing, right? And when you send a report like that, you set up, hey, this guy knows what he's doing. He has a credibility. He actually took a time to make this report for me. This must be a really credible guy to work with.
Yeah, and it's funny. Years ago, we actually had a system that did this. And after using it for about, I want to say probably like 2 years, they stopped doing the service. And I'll tell you, it was so much easier when you contact a dentist, when you contact a lawyer, and you give them this information right there in a report. And that report had all these details in it and everything, and it was really fantastic. And for whatever reason, they discontinued it. I think the license was too expensive to keep giving to all of us marketers, and so they discontinued that. But it made life a lot easier. So I love the fact that it does this, because it's definitely a huge benefit for anybody trying to do local marketing.
Right, and number one thing is we got to read that cold calling. We got to read that, hey, you had to knock on the door to door by door business to kind of talk about what is social media marketing, what is YouTube marketing, why you need it, all that stuff. I think those things are pretty much, people know they need to be online now. That's another opportunity. A couple of years ago, like you said, when you go to approach them, even with your reports, kind of hard to explain what is internet marketing to them. I mean, trying to explain what do you do online to your friends, see if they understand. So, it's just like, but now the mindset is being switched. Hey, I know why I need to be online. If I'm not online, I'm not getting any more business. Then might as well close my door. It's a necessity now. It's not an option now. So Here's a great opportunity. Let my software help you find the people who has huge following with the marketing stuff. If you know Facebook ads, great. That's a great beginning to help them. If you know videos, great. Help them rank the videos. There's a lot of opportunity. Thinking my software as like a gold digger.
Exactly, right? It's a mining program.
Mining program that mining out all the things for you, and then you only contact to the hot leads that want to talk to you, want to help you service. And guys, if you can close about, let's say, 5 to 10 clients that pays you $1,000 a month, I think it can create you a full-time job, right? And leave off that pretty well. So the best thing about it,
that would be more than most people make, so that would be pretty good.
Right. I mean, probably the first client is the hardest, right? It's like the first step is the hardest for any projects. But once you close that, you just have you start out your own system. Then you're just getting easier and easier. In fact, and I don't know if I should share this or not, everything can be outsourced.
Yep. No, absolutely. That's something we definitely want to talk about, because, I've worked with local clients for years, and I may be able to make videos pretty well, but I don't really know much about SEO. I don't know much about, Instagram and all these other things. So we always outsourced those types of things. So yeah, that's a huge part. If you're watching this, do not be afraid to offer services that you don't understand yet. There is somebody out there that will do it for you at a price, and you just charge a premium for it. Do what you do, and then upsell to other things.
Right. So people say, well, why is that guy willing to do for lists, right? So the idea is you go to here, charge a client a $10,000 marketing package. You do the Facebook, you do the SEO, you do the blah, blah, blah in there. And then you come to the outsourcing part, and find people willing to do for a much lower price. So you may ask, hey, well, if these people know how to do the SEO, why don't he just starting have his own local agency? Well, the answer is, how do they get leads? They don't have the software. If they get the software, they don't have that relationship which my software help you develop. Most of them just one working on the expertise areas
Yep.
such as video, such as SEO. They kind of have that paycheck mindset that, hey, if I got this project done, I'm good, right? So you know, as an internet marketer, you got to look at your time. I got 24 hours. So my question is, why is we all have the same time hour in a day, but one person can make seven figures versus somebody, you know, still struggling to make the first dollar? It's how to manage your time efficiently. And this comes to, you got to have a log, say, hey, look at your daily activities. What is the really making money activity? Well, in this case, is actually finding the hot leads and sending as much email out as possible to get them to call you back. That's your money opportunity. Everything else, it can be really outsourced. They are necessary for your business to run, to perform the best service to them, and giving them the best results to them. But they don't necessarily has to be done by you. And this was,
Yep.
I personally struggling with this when I first started internet marketing. I was doing everything myself. So if you have this kind of mindset, you're gonna reach a what you call the income ceiling. You can never grow, you can never scaling, you can never expand because you only have so much in a day. If you're working every day, 7 days a week, it's gonna be whatever the income ceiling you're gonna hit, it's gonna be gone. Then if you kind of flip side, hey, you know what? If I can hire somebody to do it for much less of the money, so I can save this time to get a bigger contractor, to get bigger clients to work with me. That would be a much smarter way to run your business. So this is kind of like business 101. But a lot of you need to kind of thinking like that. The best activity in your internet marketing right now is like the money making activity. A lot of activity are not making money activity. They're just activity that you had to do. So outsource them immediately, and then you're going to see your business grow from 4-figure, 5-figure, 6-figure to 7 figures, and that's exactly how they do it. You think those seven-figure marketers do all the things to themselves? Heck no, it's not possible.
You
Trust
know,
me.
honestly, it's probably the biggest secret out there because, you know, I struggle. I even well with local marketing. I don't struggle with the outsourcing thing. It's not that difficult. Doing your own internet marketing, that can be a little tougher, but you know, the outsourcing is actually very, very easy because you know what you're trying to do. You need somebody to do your Facebook for you. Well, you can get somebody that does Facebook, and you can get them for, you know, $5-10 an hour, sometimes even less if you know where to look. So don't be afraid to do that. The big thing as an internet marketer that you need to do is be able, or as a local marketer, when I talk about internet marketing, local, dealing with local businesses, the biggest thing you need to be able to do is get leads. And once you get the leads, you could sell them anything.
Right. And usually, now I haven't done this before. Ray, I haven't done this before. Is when you, let's say you give them a free website design to help them out in the beginning. Usually that leads to video marketing, that leads to SEO, that leads to Facebook marketing. Once they see, hey, you're legit, you deliver values, you give them results, they want you to take care of everything. That's
Yep.
when you can charge that 5-figure package, 7-figure package later on to get all that going. But again, you all start with the right people. You need talking to the right leads you need to talk to right now.
Absolutely.
And I wanna kind of emphasize this. I think I don't know if you know this. Inside this product, we also have a comprehensive training. We have a 5 training sessions, training boot camp sessions that teach you literally taking somebody never started with a consultancy service to an expert consulting service. We're going to show you exactly how to start one. We're going to exactly show you how to deliver the best results to your customer. We're going to show you exactly how to even close more. This people have done this in their business, so they have a full training inside this. It's a software plus training kind of package here. Just want to emphasize that. So don't be afraid if you never start a local agency before, you don't know what to do, how to do it. We have including that as a kind of like a bonus, like an add-in value for you guys as well.
Nice. And you know, the great thing about this too is not only can you outsource all of those things and start to make money with that, not only will you be able to get leads, which is of course the biggest thing out there, but like you said, once you provide one service, people want more. And you know, even when I first moved from where I used to live to here, I kind of scaled down a little bit on the local marketing stuff because I didn't, I used to have an office with multiple people in it, and we were doing all sorts of stuff, which is still there. The office still exists. I'm just living out here. And I started to do some local marketing here, and all I wanted to do was to start selling videos to people, But you sell one video. I just wanted to sell the pre-made videos because that's what I do. I make these pre-made videos. I make lots of them. Plumbers, doctors, lawyers. And that's what I wanted to do, was to sell the lawyer the pre-made video. Well, guess what? As soon as you get him to grab that first video, well, can you come down and shoot me and have me in the videos? And hey, do you do SEO? And hey, it's going to snowball like that. Once you get that first foot in the door, it's going to snowball. And the free reports that you generate are absolutely killer foot in the door strategies. Absolute killers. So definitely
it works.
Something you want to do.
That's why we spend all this time and money and invest into the software. We not just build this to sell it. We use this every day in our business as well. We were doing it manually. Now we want to find much faster way so we can contact again. Like I said, you need to contact as much client in a day as much as possible, close as much deals as possible. The rest of the stuff can be outsourced. So for some people think about, oh man, I gotta get a client now. I gotta spend all this time doing this work. It's not like that if you're smart. So in fact, we just outsource it. Think of yourself as the guy that drives the vehicle, the guy that's the strategist. It's the knowledge what people are paying for. It's not the actual labor you put into the servers. It's the expertise in videos. It's your expertise in SEO. It's the expertise in email marketing that people are paying you real time for. Okay, nice. So if once you switch that mindset, then boom, you're gonna see no money to seven figures over time. Not overnight, but over time, and that's gonna happen for you.
And and here's another thing that a lot of people don't think about very often. We often think, oh, let's outsource our Facebook services, or let's outsource our video creation, or whatever it happens to be. Here's something else that you can outsource that, because you're driving the bus, you've got these leads, you've got these reports you can give out. Outsource to a salesperson. Go on Craigslist, find somebody local in your area that likes to knock on doors, that likes to call people, that likes to sell stuff. And I guarantee you'll be able to find somebody that can sell your videos or your services, and they'll probably sell them at a higher price than even you think you can get for them. Believe me, that's exactly what we did. I ended up partnering with people that were actual salespeople, and they sold like crazy. I didn't have to worry about any of that stuff because they didn't mind doing cold calling. They didn't mind knocking on the doors. They didn't mind getting people to understand that. So that's another area you can outsource. And you can do that because you can get the leads and you can generate these reports. And you've got the knowledge to outsource all the stuff.
And another strategy, I probably talk too much here, but another strategy is that if you're just so lazy, you don't want to do all the work, you can flip this leads. We do this in real estate all the time. You find a foreclosure, you sell the leads to the investors. We do this all the time. So you find the leads, you get them to reply to you. So you got a hot leads and client. You got the phone number, they got emails in your hand. Why not flip this to another local agency who has a system already? Selling by the leads and $50, $100. Depends on the niche, of course. And just mining out and sending emails, just sell lead generation business. That's a business by itself, and that's that. I mean, if you can't do that, I don't know what else you're gonna do.
No, that is definitely something you can do, and it's definitely something that works. And like we said, the big thing is getting the leads and getting your foot in the door, and that's exactly what this does. So, let's get into the actual product itself here. So, Leadsensationz, it comes out this Friday. What time is it starting? 11 o'clock?
It's going to be starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Nice. Perfect. It's a great weekend promo there. That's what we like to see. And what is our starting price? It's about, $5,000 a month, correct?
Oh, yes. No, we're not going to charge that much. It's going to be around, I would say between somewhere $25 to $27, that level. We still haven't decided to find out starting out price yet, but this is going to be very affordable.
Nice. Yeah, I was joking about the $5,000, but quite honestly, there are systems out there that do charge hundreds or even $1,000 a month to run these types of things like this, and so this is a great service.
It's like this. What if somebody what if magically, you got somebody that's willing to pay $10,000, $20,000, and the reason the other people can charge $5,000 for this because 5,000 subtract 5,000, you stick at a $5,000 in your hand. That's the why. When you're trying to contact leads, you don't want to contact everybody like a mass mailing. I think there's two school thoughts of this. My school is thoughts is like you don't be mass mailing, then get the one that want to kind of mail you back, but you actually want to deliver some value up front. Say, here's a report. Take a look at this. You got a problem. If you need help, I'm here for you. If it's not the right time, contact me later. That kind of strategy is much better than just mass mailing people. Because I don't like spam. I don't like being spammed by the people. So I didn't build this software as a mass mailer. So this is not mass mail. This is something that you do need to take a couple minutes, which very quickly to see what kind of problem they have, to send the right report, send the right stripes to them, and get them to work with you. Okay. So the idea is the reason I could have charged you a whole lot more, still be worth it for you, is because there are people already literally hang on $10,000, or if that's too much for imaginations, like if you can sell a video, you can sell that easily by $500 to $1,000 a pop. That's easy. Just Google it, and don't believe me, just go Google it. Looking for those people who are making videos. That's 2 minutes videos, $500, $1,000, and they used to pay $10,000 for other videos. Now $1,000 videos. That's a big saving for them.
Believe me, I can tell you, I that's the world I come from. And we used to have clients that would pay $100,000 for video productions. And now we're talking about, like supermarket chains doing training videos for their entire corporation and, national commercial spots and things like that. But even local car dealers and the people that, the businesses that could afford TV commercials back in the day, they were paying $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 to do these kinds of things. And, that's just not the way it is anymore. In fact, the agency that I worked with, they practically went out of business just because, the prices, they were using $50,000 cameras, and the guy down the road's buying a $2,000 camera and doing just as good a job on his computer. You can't compete with that.
Now I shoot my video with my phone. I don't even use my expensive camera anymore. It's just because it's so much easier.
Oh, I've got, you see my green screen back here, and most of the time what I use is my phone because it fits in here. I don't need to put a big camera up here that takes up all the space. I can just use my phone and be done with it. So it's, why not, right?
Things have been changing, right? Like when we started, you can't do this stuff with the phone. Now you can. Just make life so much easier. Back in the days, we had to invest a lot of money just into lighting and cameras and microphone and all that great stuff. Now, hey, hook up to your iPhone, hook up to your Android phone, boom, you're there. Pretty high quality. Yeah.
All right, so with that, we're not going to keep you any longer here. I know I've had a lot of fun. We've gone way beyond anything I think we've ever done before. This has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed this.
Good.
So
Good. I'm going to start speaking Chinese now next.
Exactly. So with that, for those of you who are still with us here, remember, this is a program that's coming out on Friday. If you do any kind of local marketing, whether you're selling videos, whether you're selling SEO or websites or whatever it happens to be, this is a program where you can get leads, and not only get leads, because that's a huge part of it, but the fact that you can generate a personalized report, send it out to those clients, that is huge. And of course, the fact that during this launch week, starting on Friday, it's on a huge sale, that doesn't hurt either. So this is an opportunity for anybody to be able to start doing this. And again, and we kind of touched on this, and this can't be overlooked, and we did touch on it a little bit, but remember, when you get these leads, you can mail these leads right from inside there. So, and you've got the upsell has the swipes for it too. So you can actually do all of it right inside the program. And again, the program is Leadsensationz. Opens this Friday, starting at only about $27. So, Han, thanks again for joining us. I appreciate you doing that today.
It's great to be here.
All right, and again, while you're watching this video, be sure to check out our bonus page. If you're watching this on the bonus page, just scroll on down. We got all sorts of great bonuses that are going to go along with this, that are going to help you to take this even further. including I'm going to give you some stuff that you can actually sell to people as soon as you have your leads. So that'll be a big help for you there. So check that out. And of course, if you have any questions, let us know either by contacting me on Facebook or post. If you're watching this on Facebook, just put a comment down below. And if I don't know the answer, I'll certainly get the answer from hand for you. So with that, we hope you guys have a great rest of the week and a wonderful weekend starting to search out your new leads. Until next time, I'm Ray the Video Guy for HandFan, and we'll see you.